Where are you at, my regulars of this channel, Rokan Media Football? We are here to obviously talk Kylian Mbappe versus Lewandowski. You know, it's Barcelona versus PSG. And you know what the aggregate is? The aggregate is 3-2. In the first leg, Barcelona went ahead to win that game of football in Paris by 3-2. Rafinha with a brace and Christensen went ahead to obviously score the winner in Paris. I think Vitinha and what's the name of the guy? Vitinha and Dembele went ahead, obviously coming through to obviously score. That is Ousmane Dembele into that fixture. And we're also going to talk about Atletico Madrid and the side of it's Atletico Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund hosting Atletico Madrid. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, never to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. All what PSG need is a win. And a win of a goal difference of 2 to really get through, because there is no away goals rule. The moment you level up, you go to extra time. After going to extra time, you obviously find yourself going to penalties. That is it. So, what is the starting 11 for the side of Barcelona? Barcelona is going to have to come up with Mark Testegen in goal. Jules Koundé is playing as a right back. João Cancelo is playing as a left back. Now, Kubasi, who went ahead to obviously pocket Kylian Mbappe and all the forwards of PSG down in Paris, has come up, and he's a youngster, by the way. He's very young. Is he 16 or 17 years of age? That is Kubasi doing the needful in the field alongside Araujo, and Araujo is really having a very good season down there. Frankie de Jong, Pedri and Ilkay Gundogan. This is the first choice midfield of Barcelona, coming to take on the side of Real Madrid. Then Yamal Lamine, right forward. Rafinha, left forward. And Lewandowski is playing in the middle of the park as a center forward. And this is the side that Xavi will obviously want to obviously have. Though he's missing out on Alejandro Balde as the left back, he's missing out on several players in the central defense, and also missing out onto Gavi, one of the magicians that would have gone ahead to do the needful. But all in all, it's a very strong Barcelona side that is going to have to be put up to see it that obviously get going and do the needful. So for me, I'm just waiting to see how this game of football is going to be. And let's go to the side of PSG and see what or who has PSG going to have to flaunt into this tie. Donnarumma is in goal for the side of PSG. Donnarumma has going to hit obviously gate into or in between the stitches for the side of Barcelona. And Hakimi, sorry, for the side of PSG, Hakimi is playing as a right back. He's going to be facing Rafinha. What a battle we are really going to face. Nuno Mendes, left back. Hernandez and Marquinhos in the central defense. Vitinha, Emery, and Fabio Luis. 3-man central defense, central midfield. Then Bacola, right forward. Ousmane Dembele, left forward. And Kylian Mbappe is leading the line for the side of PSG. So PSG want a win, and the only way they can go to penalties, it's them doing the needful to obviously get this side into what we call a loss. But if at all they are beaten or they draw, they would have gone ahead to be knocked out. Now, the substitutes of Barcelona, there is Inigo Martinez, Ferran Torres, Inaki Pena, then João Felix, Marco Asensio, Oriol Romeu, Victor Roque, Anda Astralaga, then there is Marc Casado, then Fermin Lopez, Marc Gui. Remember that guy came off the bench, he's a youngster and really scored in a certain game that we went ahead to give them a win. And then there is Hector Ford. So when you look at the bench of Barcelona, they're having Ferran Torres, he can come off and change the game, João Felix, and Victor Roque. So they're having a very good side. But there is a star-studded team that is on the bench, and this shows you how strong PSG is. Keylor Navas, Manuel Ugarte, Goncalo Ramos, Marco Asensio, Danilo Pereira, Lee Kangin, Randall Colmowani, Nuno Nodi Michele, Carlos Sola, Lucas Beraldo, Milan Skriniar, and Ananu Tenas. Now, when you look at the side of PSG, who do they have that can come off the bench and really change the game of football? There is Ugarte, Goncalo Ramos, Marco Asensio, Randall Colmowani, and Lee Kangin. All those can come in with the needful. But you really look at Skriniar, and I think he's asking himself why he left the side of Inter Milan, because he's not really getting enough playing time that he's supposed to be getting as a player, because you all know how good this player is. But in this game of football, there are some battles that you're going to enjoy. One of the battles you're going to enjoy, Hakimi versus Rafinha. Very huge battle that we're going to see. You know, Nuno Mendes versus Yamal. Huge battle that you're going to enjoy. Kylian Mbappe versus Araujo and Kubasi. Ousmane Dembele versus Jules Koundé. That's how we are going to see this battle. It's really one of those battles that you want to obviously watch and really understand who is really going to merge out as the winner, because they're really going to be huge, and these are the battles that are going to make up this beautiful game of football. But in question is Kylian Mbappe. What is Kylian Mbappe all about, and what is he going to bring to this game of football? Because when they're playing away in Paris, he offered next to nothing. That is Kylian Mbappe. So all he needs is to obviously rise up to the occasion and really get himself into where he deserves to be. Now, when you look at some of the stats that you need to obviously know about this fixture, let me try to obviously flash them on the screen and really go through them together as you really get to know how PSG is going to head to really do the needful in Barcelona. First and foremost, Barcelona have only lost 2 of their last 9 games against Paris Saint-Germain in their knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. 4 wins, 3 draws, and could win both legs when facing them in a single campaign for only the second time, previously doing so in 2014, 2015 in the quarterfinals. So they last got a double out of the 2 ties when they're playing the quarterfinals. And which level are they playing right now? They are playing the quarterfinals. So you now know what it really means. Then secondly, after going unbeaten in their 5 home games against PSG in the UEFA Champions League, 2 draws and 3 wins, Barcelona lost 4-1 in the most recent one in February 2021, round of 16 first leg. Indeed, only one side have ever won by most away goals to Barcelona in the competition. Dynamo Kiev in a group stage game in 1997, 4-0. Andreas Christensen's winner in the first leg was the 50th goal scored in the games between Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain in what was just the 14th meeting between the sides. Among sides they faced 10 plus times in Europe, Barcelona's games against the French side have averaged more goals per game than against any other opponent, meaning that every time they really play against French sides, it rains goals, and the average goal is 3.4, meaning that you expect 3 to 4 goals in a game you see Barcelona playing a French side. Let's wait and see whether it's going to be expected into this beautiful tie of football. Now, Barcelona are looking to qualify for the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League for the 13th time and for the first time since 2018-2019 campaign under Ernesto Valverde. Indeed, Real Madrid are the only side to have done so on more occasions with 16 semi-final appearances. FC Bayern Munich currently level with Barcelona on 12 ahead of the second leg. So we now wait and see whether even Barcelona will qualify and Bayern will qualify tomorrow. But I think one of those two teams is going to be playing the semi-final, meaning that they might find themselves setting that record straight. Lastly, should Paris Saint-Germain progress, Luis Enrique would become the first ex-Barcelona manager to eliminate the Spanish side from a UEFA Champions League knockout stage tie. Indeed, only 2 other Spanish managers have eliminated Barcelona in the knockout stages of the competition. Rafa Benitez with Liverpool in 2006, 2007 round of 16, and Vicente Del Bosque with Real Madrid in 2001, 2002 semi-finals. So those are the facts that are going to obviously be brought in here for this game. And Kahendo Oliver, thank you for watching in. Now, after that coming in through, we obviously go to another game that is going to be played in the in Germany, in what we call the Signal Iduna Park. You know, that is obviously Borussia Dortmund facing the side of it's Borussia Dortmund facing the side of Atletico Madrid. First leg, it ended in a win of Atletico Madrid, but it was really a close one, 2-1, meaning that all what Dortmund have to do is to win with the margin of 2 goals, and this side will be out. Now, what Tazik, who has he gonna hit to name into his starting 11? Kobel in goal, Realson right back, Masten. You know, I'm really surprised that Masten is being played as a left back, because by the time they got him from Chelsea, he was a central attacking midfielder, and the way they've gonna hit to play him as a left back has gonna hit to shock me, but he has gonna hit to put in a very good effort, meaning that the manager might have gonna hit to find in better qualities of him as a left back. Then Matt Hummels in the mix, plus Skolterback. Matt Hummels has huge experience in that central defense, and I think he's gonna be really commanding it. But look at this double pivot, huge experience. Marcel Sabitzer and Emery Can. All those 2 are really players who have gonna hit to play in very many Champions League games, and Emery Can is 30 plus and Sabitzer is like 28, 29 years of age. So he's one of those players that you know how good he is. However much he came through at Man United and things never went ahead to go on as he wanted, but we all know how good this player is and what he brings up onto the table. That is Sabitzer and Emery Can. Jadon Sancho, shirt number 10, right forward for the side of Borussia Dortmund, or a right attacking midfielder in a system of 4-2-3-1. That is really great for Jadon Sancho, and we know how good he can be. Adeyemi is being played as a left forward. It shows you how this manager wants to bring in lots and lots of players into the game to obviously attack the side of Atletico Madrid, because they're really having a stadium that capacitates 80,000 fans, and those fans are really gonna be screaming. Remember, Borussia Dortmund is the #1 team that has the best supporting fans, and the atmosphere they really put up there, it's very hard for you to survive. Brandit, very good young player, and he's being played as a central attack midfielder into this team. And Fulkrug is leading the line, and he is a German lad that is not bad, but I think Sebastian Haller is better than him when it comes to obviously coming in through as a number 9. And you remember, he's the man that went ahead to score a very beautiful goal when they are playing against them into that ilk. So that is the starting 11 of Borussia Dortmund, and all signals are it's an attack-minded side, and the team of Atletico Madrid needs to be at its best to come up and really stop this guy. So let's obviously start off and see how things are really going to pan out. But I'm going to be watching these games of football, and I'll come up with who was going to hit to be knocked out and who is still in. Let's go to the starting 11 of Atletico Madrid, and what is the system that the manager is going to need to deploy here. We are having Oblak in there for you in goal, experienced goalkeeper Witzel, and remember he was playing at Borussia Dortmund also. So they refused to give over him a new contract, and he's now Atletico Madrid facing his former side. Jimenez in the center of the 3-man central defense, and Hamaso playing on the left side of the 3-man central defense. So he has gone ahead to go with 5 defenders. Molina, Argentine World Cup winner, playing as a right wing back. Cesar Azpilicueta, former at Chelsea. He's playing as a left wing back. Now, in the midfield three, he has Rodrigo de Paul, he has Koke, he has Lorente. It's really going to be a highly contested game in that midfield. Then Antonio Griezmann and Morata are leading the line. So, huge battles are really going to be in the midfield. De Paul, Koke, and Lorente facing on Emery Chan, Brandit, and Sabitzer. Very huge battle, you know. And I tell you, this game might be more interesting than the game of Barcelona and PSG, because I see to it that it's really more balanced than the other one. You know, I think Barcelona has a lot of age, and I know they're having an 80% chance to knock out the side of PSG. Now, the bench of Borussia Dortmund: Ozichan, Felix, Nemeka, Marco Reus, Julian Duranville, Marius Wolf, Yosofa Mokuku, then Niklas Schule, Alexandra Meyer, Marcel Lotka, then Watjen, then Jami Bionut Gittens. That is the bench for the side of Borussia Dortmund. We go to the bench of Atletico Madrid: Moldovan, Gabriel Paulista, Saul Niguez, Angel Correa, Stefan Savic, Rodrigo Riquelme, Arthur Vermaelen, Rinaldo Mandeva, Pablo Boris, Antonio Gomes Almeri, Adrian Nino. That is the bench of this side. Tazik facing Diego Simeone is the huge tie that you're really going to be looking at right about now into this stadium. And let's go to a little bit of what we call the head-to-head stats and really see who is really having a better advantage. One, Borussia Dortmund have lost 3 of their last 5 wins, 3 out of their last 5, winning 2, and both of their last 2 UEFA Champions League meetings with Atletico Madrid, though did win for win the last time they hosted the Spaniards in 2018-2019 group stage. Colchoneros, joint heaviest defeat across all competitions under Diego Simeone. By the way, for a team to put 4 past Diego Simeone, it needs to be really extremely good. And I tell you, we just can't wait to see how that happens. But Diego Simeone's side, the last time it came to the what's the name of this stadium? It's called Signo Iduna Park. The last time they came here, they swallowed how many? 4. So we are waiting to see how it's going to pan out today. Secondly, Borussia Dortmund have lost just 2 of their 13 UEFA Champions League home games against Spanish opposition. 5 wins, 6 draws, and are unbeaten in 5 knockout stage matches against such opponents. That is it. So, then 3, Atletico Madrid have faced German opposition away from home in the European Cup, and that is in the UEFA Champions League / the UEFA Europa League on 10 previous occasions, yet only managed to win twice, 1 draw and 7 losses. Indeed, they have lost 7 of their 8 such matches during Diego Simeone's time in charge, 1 win including the last 4 in a row. So, their away visits in Germany are not really positive and good. So, Atletico Madrid have faced German opposition away. All right, I'm going to hit read that. Then fourthly, Atletico Madrid are looking to qualify for the UEFA Champions League semi-finals for the 4th time under Diego Simeone after the 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017. The only manager to do so on more occasions with the same team is Alex Ferguson with Man United. 7. Although Carlo Ancelotti has also done so many times with Real Madrid prior to their second leg versus Man City. Lastly, Borussia Dortmund are unbeaten in their last 9 games at Signo Iduna Park in the UEFA Champions League. Not that very well. 5 wins and 4 draws. If they manage to avoid the defeat, it will be the first time they've gone 10 consecutive home games in the UEFA Champions League and Europa League without losing. So, their record at home is really very sounding, and it echoes something shocking and worrying to the side of PSG, meaning that PSG will need to obviously pull a rabbit out of the hat to obviously see themselves go through to the semi-finals. Kylian Mbappe is going to be a Real Madrid player next season, and we wait to see how he obviously brings in his best of the game. So we wait and see how that pans out, but I'm gonna come out and really let you know what the results are gonna be like when these games are gonna hit obviously come to an end. Not so guys, feel free to go into the comment section, tell me your thoughts about these teams in here for you. So Kahendo Oliver says, already good evening, but Ateta is liar, cannot knock out Munich if not play double pivot. But the double pivot is gonna be played. He's gonna be playing Jorginho and Declan Rice. But before you considered the first goal when you're playing against Aston Villa, I told you in the other video that I went ahead to record against Chelsea that Jorginho was already on and Arsenal was playing the double pivot. So after the double pivot was really deployed, that's when Arsenal had to concede. So I hope you're gonna have to really understand that way. But thank you very much, Oliver, for being a regular onto this channel. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your predictions are welcome in the comment section below. But for me, I see Dortmund knocking out Atletico Madrid and Barcelona knocking out PSG. That is it. But I don't rule out chances that even the other teams can obviously go through. But according to me, those two teams really have a higher chance of really going in through. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Kahendo Oliver, thank you for watching in through. We are gonna get back here when the game is done.